More on this story, we're joined on the line by Advocate Gerrie Nel. Advocate Nel, very good morning to you and thank you so much for joining us here on Morning Live. I believe the question that many people are asking is, we have seen many cases of assault in South Africa. Why is afriforum specifically interested in this particular one?
Lisa, I think it's because of what happened during this matter. I mean, the incident happened on Sunday. Thereafter, we had lots of reports by the minister saying that the suspect will hand herself over. Later, senior police people said that they don't know where the suspect is. The Minister of Police then said the suspect is still in South Africa and that the investigators have contact with her. He even went so far as to say that he knows that she has a version of her own. So we were just concerned that the suspect in this particular matter, because of her political connections, may not be prosecuted. And that is the one reason why we decided to support the family, to ensure that everybody is equal before the law and that there won't be any selective prosecution. So that was our main concern.
Yeah, and you've been a public prosecutor for over 30 years. Of course, now you are a private prosecutor. Do you perhaps not have trust on the public prosecution that justice will be seen with this case?
Well, it's not a question of trust. It's just an issue in the way the matter was handled and the status of the suspect in this matter. We just want to make sure that justice is done. And that is our main concern. If the police act in this matter, if the prosecution also do what they're supposed to do, we will monitor this matter, but we'll be very satisfied if the matter gets to court and is prosecuted speedily.
Yeah, and yesterday at the media briefing, Advocate Nel, you've also expressed your concerns with the level of communication between Gabriella, of course, and the police. What exactly is worrying you? Do you perhaps think that or know that she hasn't been updated on the case, maybe by the police themselves or by the Department of International Relations?
Indeed. During a consultation, that was the one concern that they raised, that they really didn't know. They were also just following what happened in the media, and I thought that in this particular matter, this high-profile matter, the police should have kept them in the loop all along. It went so far that the mother, Debbie, said that she was concerned about the progress in the matter. It's just because she didn't know. So I think it was a matter of communication. There was some communication, and the police indicated that they're working on a matter, and I hope they do.
And one also important issue that emerged yesterday at the conference, Advocate Nel, is the fact that Gabriella has been offered some money allegedly by the third party. Who is that person who came to Gabriella to make that offer? Do we know the person?
Ma'am, I would like to disclose the detail of it, but what I would want to say is that I was very impressed by the family's commitment to justice, saying that we're not interested in being paid off. We're not interested in taking the money. We would like to see that justice is done. So that impressed me, madam, and I think that is the importance of this particular incident.
All right. Now, moving along, afriforum has given the public prosecution a period of 3 months to actually move along with this case. What happens in the meantime? Well, in the meantime, we'll be monitoring.
We have already written a letter informing the minister of our view of diplomatic immunity and that we have the view that the suspect does not qualify for diplomatic immunity. So we'll be following it on that front. We'll also be continuing with our trauma counseling of the victim and her family, and we'll be monitoring the investigation and the process the prosecution is following.
But from where we're standing on this matter, Advocate Nel, on your personal perspective, do you believe or are you convinced that the case will indeed move?
Ma'am, yes. I think having been part of the media conference yesterday, having seen the interest by the media and by civil society, I really hope, and I have to trust for now, that it will move, a failure of which we will definitely get involved.
All right. But are you also perhaps open for negotiations with Mrs. Mugabe's legal team, maybe if that the need arises?
Ma'am, negotiations is a very difficult word if you're a prosecutor. It all depends. Our concern for now and our interest for now is for the matter to reach court, for the suspect to appear in court. Whatever processes follow after that, we will just see and be part of it.
All right, and I think really some of the questions that came from the civil society, more so on social media yesterday after your media briefing, is what kind of cases do AfriForum get involved in? We've recently seen an alleged case of assault by the Deputy Minister of Higher Education, and AfriForum didn't really do anything about this case. So which specific cases are you interested in or do you look into?
One has to understand that we can only get involved once the National Prosecuting Authority decided not to prosecute the matter. We're not a parallel prosecuting stream, so once the National Prosecuting Authority decided not to prosecute, or we would pick up a reluctance to prosecute, then we will get involved. And we'll be focusing on those cases where it seems that the suspects are sheltered from prosecution because of their political connection. So it's very important to know that we can only get involved once the prosecuting authority decided not to. Then we have an opportunity to apply for a certificate to prosecute, not before then. In this particular matter, we're concerned about a seeming reluctance for the matter to go to court and to be proceeded with.
All right, Advocate Nel, thank you so much for chatting to us here on Morning Live. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Peleza. Bye-bye.
All right, there you have it. That's Advocate Gerrie Nel. Of course, he is the private prosecutor talking to us about the case involving a South African model, Gabriella Engels, who was allegedly assaulted by Zimbabwe's First Lady, Grace Mugabe. So in a short while here on Morning Live, we are also going to be in conversation with Professor David Hornsby. He is Associate Professor of International Relations at the Wits University. We are going to be looking more into the diplomatic relations between South Africa and Zimbabwe, of course, and look at this issue of diplomatic immunity. Do stay tuned for that one. All right, but now it's